Toast, toast, toast. Right, let's quickly go over what the plan is. So, we've got, it actually says 94 down here. I did have to remove factory props, which is basically building materials or like cosmetic stuff. For some reason it wouldn't load, so here's a brief summary of some of the mods that are installed. Some of these were just kind of like quality of life type of options. Some are to kind of help speed certain things up a bit. There's one that does pure nodes for every node, because let's face it, we don't want to be dicking around with ratios and having to add slug capacitors, as I do call them. But yeah, we'll try and go over as much of these as we can. Some of them we may or may not use at all, but one of the things I purposely did add is the 100 plus milestones. So even if we do all the vanilla, you know, up to tier 8 stuff, we will have loads of other things to keep this going. So let's just load. So the plan is to do an initial kind of like a speed run to what's this red mods? Oh yes, so this mod is showing us a list of what's installed. So, but it also tells you when there's mods that are problematic. How do we get that off the screen? Is it this one? Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Resume. So at the moment, we don't have a hub placed. Now the reason I didn't place it was because I did some walking around already. I was trying to find a good spot for just building. Something I generally haven't done in the past is to look at ratios and calculators and, you know, do it that way. This time around, I think I'm going to try and do it that way. But I like to do a bit of a site survey, so to speak, to see the kind of the lay of the land, the shape, if there's rocks in the way, you know, pick a higher point that won't necessarily clip when you start to build a floor. So for example, there is a node here, there's 3 iron there, limestone there, the copper one beside me. It is a pretty decent spot. If you go further over to the west, you'll see like a waterfall and a massive drop in the distance. But just before that, there's about 5 iron nodes right next, well, all within say 200 meters of each other over there. It's another good spot, but ultimately it's all going to end up in going to the same, say, warehouse. So without further ado, what we want to do now is get, oh yeah, I might as well show you this. So with the mods that have been added, there was one mod that got split into 5. I think, what was it, the remote machines mod or remote management or something, I think it was used to be called. So CCTV is part of it, remote factory I believe is part of it as well. There's some gimmicky stuff I added in just to see what it's like the slot machine thing that gives you coupons. Remote hub terminal, that is really handy, where if you're at a different, say, factory on the map compared to where the hub has been placed, you could actually install these remote hub terminals so you can interact. And I don't know what the level of interaction actually is, whether you can just see progress or see a countdown, or can you actually put stuff in that you can trigger the next phase that you're working on. Then we've got what's called a node creator. Now this is very kind of, you know, I suppose creative kind of mode type of thing, but it's really more to do with tailoring an area to suit you. So whether you want iron, copper, coal, and you know, in the same area, so you don't have to go off for miles. And not everyone likes running miles and miles of conveyors. Stone node, I'm not sure what stone node is. That might be one of the other resources that got added due to the mods that have been added. Or maybe that's concrete, the limestone one, possibly. What have we got here? Nitrogen pump, that's for gas extraction. Water pump, that's a different type of water pump, that looks like. Then you've got, what's this? Oh, right, yeah. Get an hour of free energy and items. So this is kind of like if you wanted to just have your first hour of being able to get, you know, whatever materials you need to just get initially set up. I suppose where that's handy is if you just want the basic stuff to be able to build a platform quickly within the first hour and have enough power to do it. This one is for later on when we're past the stage of assemblers and we need I think it's 4 items in input, similar to the vanilla one, but I can't. The magic stuff is kind of similar to the initial bus cheat. Again, if you want to be able to do stuff quickly at the start, or maybe you're building a shared experience, like kind of like a co-op multiplayer, where you want to actually build like a, for those who played, say, modded Minecraft, where you'd build like a spawn area, and then when people join the server, you've got all these, like maybe a town or a city or a structure for them to walk through, and you have things powered and items there for them to pick up and go off, and, you know, pick up tools and go off and mine or whatever. I guess you could potentially use it for that. The magic sink universal, that's potentially useful for dealing with uranium to get rid of it later. Ghost construction, yeah, so this shows, it's like a ghost image of what you're planning on building but haven't actually built it, I think. Crafting benches there, that's normal. I don't know what's happened to the engineering bench. I'm hoping it's in here somewhere. Power, belt feed, biomass. Yeah, so this was for me, this is something I wanted for early on, because I was so fed up of like, you could build storage to take leaves and storage to take wood, and then have them feed into 2 different constructors to convert that material into biomass for each one, and then have that then go into another storage. But the problem always was that you've no way of automating it from once it becomes the biomass or the solid biofuel, for example. There's no way to get it into the burners, so that's where this puppy comes in. Now we don't have stuff on us, but that's fine. As I said, what I really want to do now is get some of the limestone and start setting up where we're planning on putting this, what'll be our first factory floor. Now I'm thinking somewhere at least as high as where that slug is over there, up at that level. and have it because that there's a natural slope up there, so you could just, you know, once you have vehicle stuff, you could be able to drive in and out of it and maybe put a bridge across from here to there. And the reason why I wouldn't build it at this level is because there's a copper node right beside us, because you would end up not being high enough. Now of course that depends on where you start. Of course the floor, you could start the floor here and then build out in that direction if you really wanted to instead. But right now we don't have much in the way of resources, so if I remember right, because of where this copper node is, there's 2 iron nodes just over there at the edge of that grass. This here is an example of a mod that adds its own resources. Villa Lumite, or however you pronounce that. That'll be something for later on. But again, the higher we build up, the better. We don't have to touch any of this stuff. As I said, just here. Yeah, there it is. Oh yes, there's another little quality of life kind of mod. The health bar on the dogs, or whatever these are called. I used to call them chimeras because of what they look with their tails. And of course, jump. Trick is to jump as much as possible. Now my health is quite low, but let's see, what do we have? Any nuts on us? We do. That reminds me, so one of the other mods I added is, now when you start out you only have 1 slot for hands. Now obviously hands is plural, you should have 2 hands there for 2 boxes, but for whatever reason developers only give you 1 at the start. So one of the mods I added actually adds 3 extra boxes. And as I mentioned earlier, these nodes normally would be impure, but one of the mods I added is make all nodes pure, because we don't want to be having to deal with having 3 different qualities, because why should we? It just yeah, it doesn't do anything. It's annoying more than nothing else. There's another one. So those things that look like tears falling from the sky over there, and those are the different slugs have that animation on top of them, and they're in at least 3 or 4 different colors: yellow, blue, green, red, I think. Those are the ones that you, once you get the technology unlocked, can be converted into what I call capacitors. So when you get they fall under the category of overclocking. So once overclocking is researched and all the different MAM analysis is done, you get to turn them into those capacitor units and put them into things like miners. Right, and there's another natural slope that leads up to there. So we want to head over that way, I think. I'm trying to remember where the coal is. The nearest coal to here, there's actually a few. So heading due south in that direction, there's at least one over there, and then through that big arch, and then kind of up on a small mountain, there's a coal as well. I'm beginning to wonder, should I just build it somewhere around here in the middle of all of this? Just thinking about what else is around here. We will be a bit too low down, I think, if we were to. Like, it is relatively flat here even, but obviously with these boulders and stuff. Now there is another mod I think I added, but I may have removed it. It's to do with these rocks. For example, if you have a nice relatively flat area but you've got rocks like this nearby, I think it's a command or yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a command. You just type and it'll let you remove them. Now there is a danger that if you don't build foundations over where you remove them, that you could fall through the map and just keep falling until you die. But again, this is why I prefer to build a platform up in the sky, or even better yet, get to a coastline, build flat. It's also a good location for building your coal power stations. Nice. Yeah, we're back here to this site. There's one of those chimera dogs. Oh, there he is. He knows I'm here. Now, they're not the most intelligent in terms of the AI on them. Like, they'll only... If there was maybe a slope nearby that would actually let them up to here, they won't actually do that. Especially if it's not like an open path. It is limited to that. Like, for example, that one there. As far as I know, they will never try to come up that. But I just think we should probably go over there and then start it somewhere up on the top of that across. So let's try getting there without getting killed. Do I have more of these to eat? I do. We also have the Smart Factory, or Smart as it's now called, mod. The one that gives you the tablet. I don't think we have that yet. We need to put down the hub probably to see it, but oh yeah, we have the more decorations mod, which has loads of kind of cosmetic stuff. No real functions, but looks nice. We've at least 2 lighting mods installed, one for wireless and one I think it's this one I used to use as well. This one where you can actually wire them. Actually no, this might be the wireless one. Then we have some of the Factorio inspired mods for underground belts, multi-splitters. Like some of these I'll try them. I'll see how they work. Are they actually suitable? Then you've got covered belts. Now that one, I'm hoping these open up into different tiers, but even if they don't, we may or may not use those. Those are handy for people with low FPS because it covers the belt. Well, it is the belt, I should say. But anyways, transportation, walkway. Again, we're not going to see everything on this list because we don't even have the hub set up, nor unlocked stuff. So we need to sneak past these 2 lads over here. I see. For the most part, you can run past most aggressive animals in this. Ah, yes, the fire spitter. There's 3 levels of those. I think he's the yellow one. Then there's like a green one, which is like the tier 2, and then there's one it's red when he spits fireballs at you. They can be tough at the start. Yes, you can jump around them, but you're going to end up probably dying fairly quickly. Ideally, you want to build what's called, I think it's called the Xenozapper. It's like an upgraded version of the one that's in my hand at the moment. There's another limestone. So over along that cliff over there, there's about 3 different iron nodes, and there's 2 up here to the left. Or, no, sorry, is it to the left or is it just across the way? I can't remember. Yeah, oh, here it is, yeah, there is 2 here. See, now he clipped me because I didn't jump quick enough. He's down to 75%. Again, that's a mod that's showing you that little option. The reason I'm picking up these things is because when you build the MAM, which is the something analysis module, it will unlock tech and some is tech, some is just additional inventory slots and tools for you to put into the slots, like the chainsaw and all that kind of stuff. So normally you usually have to remove these, what I call the caps on the nodes. So there's 2 here, there's 3 across there by the cliff, and then there's 3 below us where this other cliff is, and there's one of the, I think that's a green slug, and we don't have space for it yet. So, as I said, plan initially now is to put down the hub somewhere here, and then build out from that point. Build out from that, the edge of the cliff, our first level. So the first level would basically become our initial, I suppose, resource processing, or as some would say on their videos, a main bus. You'll hear terms like manifold. So a bus versus a manifold is not similar, but not. I think, what's a fair way to say what the difference is? A manifold tends to be a set of conveyors in different heights and layers, I guess we'll call it. Now, it's dangerous to take these on when you're near a cliff, because if they manage to get a hit in, they could easily have punted me off the edge, and if my health was low enough, I would have been killed. And because I don't have the hub put down, I don't know where I'd end up respawning, but if you have the hub put down, you just respawn at the hub, and then you'll see a waypoint on the compass at the top of the screen as to where your death point was. So it's not too bad. So let's just, for now, let's drop that there. Let's see, how close are we to that?
Congratulations, you have unlocked.
So that's
Hub feature,
Ada.
manual craft bench. Hub feature, hub terminal. 5th objective, complete hub upgrade 1. Note, the craft bench.
Yeah, so we're going to skip that. So now so the race now usually is, well, typically when I start off, once I got the hub down, is I want to get the tiers unlocked and done quickly. So what have we got here? Equipment workshop. Oh, there it is. Yes, because we didn't choose to skip tier 0, that's why we need to make it. One of the other mods was early map. There's the extra milestones, one thing I added as well. But for now, we need some iron rods. So let's get cracking with that. So we go to the bench here quickly. We've got some iron on us. Turn it into ingots. Oh, actually, yeah, I did add. I added one called fast manual crafting. So what I didn't know at the time when I was adding it is that it actually adds an alternative recipe for some of the vanilla stuff. So you can see here, iron ingot versus fast iron ingot, but it looks like there's a trade-off. So there's a 1-to-1 relationship there, but this one converts 50 to 40, so that's a different ratio. But again, you're getting 40 ingots for the price of 50, but much faster. Like, that was just 1 second. I just pressed it and it was done. Now, because that has a requirement of minimum of 50, that's why there's 17 or left. So it could just convert those. Another little trick is, if you have something heavy enough, like say your mobile phone, you can put the top of it on your spacebar, and it'll process those for you while you wait, or if you need to take a quick break, go to the bathroom or whatever. It's handy, you can leave it processing it for you. What else have we got here? Plates and rods. So again, Minimum of 50. Same here. Iron plates. 16 versus 38. So early on, I'm not going to waste that. I'm going to make a couple of these. We'll make the rods. So our milestone is up here on the top right. We are going to get our rods. Now, oh yes, I forgot. Because we're doing tier 0, we don't have our personal storage box beside us. At the moment, we have too much leaves and stuff, so I need to free up a slot. So I'm just going to do that to delete the item versus just throwing it on the ground. Now, you could throw it on the ground, just pick it up once you get the tier done. It's okay to do that early on. You just don't want to overdo that, because it will at some point have an impact, because if you have loads of stuff dropped all over the place, all over the map over time, it may impact performance. If you're on NVIDIA graphics card, I think it's Alt and OR that brings up the performance overlay, which I believe is viewable at the moment now that I just did that. So I'm getting 140 to 160, 170 at the moment. Which isn't bad. Anyways, let's just turn that off. Right, do we have enough for those now? No, so we used them up. So we've got 2, and we need... Wait a minute, is that iron or... Oh, that's copper. Yeah, now you see this here, HD cheat. These are what you normally get from crash sites, and you would put them into the MAM to unlock stuff. So this is giving you the option to craft, but as you can see, the requirements for that is like, I think those alternative recipes, some of those items you can't even get until you either can pick them up on the ground at some crash sites, or you have to manufacture them once you get like into like tier 4 or 6. I'm not sure which it is. So much of this game has changed in terms of the early on recipes anyway. Similar, there's the power shards, or capacitors as I was calling them. Again, you can convert a hard drive into a power shard, so it is balanced to an extent. Fast biomass. Ah yes, this will convert all of the leaves for me into 100 into 40. Now I am going to drop some of this just to free up some space in my inventory for now. I just thought of something too. See where I've just put these next to this? When this upgrades, they're going to probably disappear, or we won't be able to select them. So probably best to put those somewhere where they're not going to be in the way. Let's try. Yeah. Let us try putting them maybe here, or not on the hub at all. But for now, we will. I'm curious to see, will they disappear when it upgrades? Because I know there's a wall going to appear here. Usually, I think this is the back end. This is where the 2 bio-borners appear. Whereas this one over here is where the room, like the habitat quarters, usually appear. Right, let's go grab some iron from the resource nodes down here. Okay, that's weird. Looks like there should be a rock or something there. So here's more custom nodes from some of the mods. A jar of dirt. Wow, a pure jar of dirt. Oh, do you know what that is? There's a farming mod I added in. It's much better. Apparently, it's much better than the original farming mod. Oh yeah, there they are. That's what I was looking for. Let's just jump down here. Leaves are actually the easiest thing to gather for fuel, because you just spam the E button. course, doing it by hand is still the slowest method. You can make what's called portable miners. Drop them down at the start. But right now we just want to get the iron rods done. Hi Kazur, thanks for joining us. There's these bizarre parrots as well. I haven't seen anything what you can do with them, if anything. He's here for looking around for food, I'd say. So, ore to ingot 1-to-1 when you use the normal method. As that increases in your inventory, you'll see the count go up here. So we can make 33 rods. And we just need 10 initially anyway, just to... There we go, we've got 35, so let's now shift click, upgrade. Right, what's next? Upgrade to more rods and plates. Select that as milestone. Right, do we have enough?
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Workshop, Equipment Portable Miner, Inventory Additional Slots, Hub Feature Personal Storage. 6th objective, Complete Hub Upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node until their inventory is full. Note, multiple portable miners can be used on a single node.
Right, I'm just checking the volume level there. Okay, where are we going? Plates. Yes, so we just want 10 anyway, so just do those 10. We've got... Oh, we have some already. We've actually 48 and 25, so that's enough. Oh, there's our personal storage box, the first one we get for free. Ah, see? There's the wall I was talking about that has appeared.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature Biomass Burner. Scanner feature.
Okay, there's more to that room to come later.
And recipes, which can be found
there's the
in
first
the build menu
burner.
and craft bench, respectively.
Anyway, we'll keep
7th
going.
objective, Complete Hub Upgrade 3. Note, connect buildings to a biomass burner for power. Note, buildings such as the smelter require a recipe to be set.
So this one, we now need
Advice,
copper as
automate
well.
the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
Yes, so the portable miners she's referring to, where are they? Oh, we do have copper on us. Portable miners you make on the equipment bench that we would have just unlocked. So equipment bench is different from the crafting bench. It's usually under... Where is it? Under the production. Yes, equipment workshop actually it's called. So you can stick that somewhere there. Oh, that's interesting. So it looks like we have access to some of the crafting stuff on the equipment workbench as well. Normally you wouldn't have that. There's the portable miner. So we're just missing iron rods to make those. There's the early access hover pack. That's another mod. What does that have? Well, I say early access. It's not early. It's versatile framework is only available after you do the first tier of the space elevator. So yeah, everything's relative to what you've gathered. Let's just say, oh yeah, we need 20 wire. Right, there's 20 wire. Oh yes, Fast biofuel is the equivalent of it's normally called solid biofuel. It looks like logs like that, where it's basically it's compacted. Just for the sake of freeing up that stuff, let's pick up this and do the same with it. Otherwise it takes an eternity. Well, it feels like an eternity to compact it all manually by hand anyway. Okay, so what we can do while we're waiting is stick 200 in there. We're not going to connect that up yet anyway. Now we need more iron, I think it is. Sort. So at the moment there's a few things we can take out of our inventory to free up space, so shift click on those. Right, I tend to keep these type of things early on because once I get the MAM set up, you need so much of them to put in to scan to unlock other things. Right now, yes, iron is not what I said. Did we? Yeah, we need to go down and get some from, I think it's over here. Yeah, it's just down below or over the far side. Now what we could do to be a little bit more efficient as well is once we get enough of this, we could make, I don't know, 2 to 4 portable miners and then just drop 2 on this one and then say 2 on the nearest copper node and maybe make another 2 and drop them on the limestone node that's nearby. Since I need to take this deposit off the top of the node, I might as well just do it now. Right, we've got 79. Let's go back up. It's probably enough for what we need just to get that bit done. Our next task, upgrade 3. Even on normal, non-modded vanilla early access, or even on this with no mods, you can actually get to the space elevator fairly quick just by doing exactly these type of specific tasks. Just make what you actually need and get on with it. Basically, it's kind of like trying to do a speed run. I think I've seen 1 or 2 videos of people trying to do exactly that, where they try to get to the part assembly tier or tech unlocked within, what was it, I think it was 25 minutes. Right, so what do we have for plates at the moment? We have no... Oh, we do. We have 32 plates, so we need 20 rods. Let's not waste the materials we have with using the fast option. Right, there's 48. Where is wire? Oh yeah, we do have 20. Great. Let's just shift click. Punch the button and we're upgraded. So now we've probably got, yeah, there's the inside of our habitat now. Most of that is non-functional. It's just cosmetic.
Scanner feature limestone. New buildings and recipes which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively. 8th objective, complete hub upgrade.
Yeah, I'm just checking to see is it actually using up power. Now, the ones that come with the hub just give 20 megawatts and you get 2 of them. But when you actually go to make them yourself, they default to 30 megawatts. Right, now, what was the next one? Upgrade 4. So that's plates, cables, and concrete from limestone. So we need more copper, I think, and more get some limestone. Right, now, oh yes, of course. I think you hold down V and you can select which one you want to do like a sonar ping for. So in this case we want limestone. There you go. So you aim towards it, 156 meters that way, 161 that way. So I happen to know, because I've built in this area before, limestone is there. Now, we should be able to survive jumping down here to it. It's a little bit of health, but for the most part you can get away with doing that. I hear dog. Yeah, there he is. That was about 3 hits. Just keep moving and they can't see you. Well, they can see you, but you can take them down fairly quick. And again, it's another pure node. My reason for adding in that pure node mod is because this is going to be hard as nails as it is, because of some of the other mods I've added to expand the milestones to 100 plus. So like, we're still going to need loads of everything. Like, that aspect of the game hasn't changed. I mean, yes, there is some mods where you can actually get, say, infinite items coming out of a container or out of a miner. There is that kind of stuff, if you so choose to do that, where you just want to keep your factory small, maybe for, I don't know, for each node or whatever, or as I mentioned earlier, the custom resource node creator. Oh, here we go, another fella that wants a hug. I told you, no hugs, they're not free. Right, what did we get? Did we get any iron that time? No, we didn't. Let's grab some now on our way back. This is an example of a passive creature. He can be a total tit and get in the way when you really don't want him, where you've built a platform or something, and he'll just come walking right through it and potentially get stuck in it. But usually they'll leave they'll leave themselves, or they'll just despawn. I've seen happen in some cases. Some mods can be added to just remove them completely. There is the big flying mant in the sky. There is mods for dealing with that one as well, where you don't want it maybe colliding with a big structure you've built up. But again, for the most part it's fine. They just clip through the buildings as far as I remember. Not to really worry about. So just get on with this. What have we got up to? 66. Let's try and get a full stack and then we'll go. Speaking of full stacks, different items have different stack sizes. There's another mod, I don't think I added it. It's called the 500 stack mod or something to that effect, where it just basically allows everything to be at least 500 for a stack size. I would have seen similar type of mods in modded Minecraft, like Feed the Beast, Direwolf, and all those type of mod packs. Yeah, I used to play a lot of the kind of the tech modded stuff and mod packs from Modded Factory, particularly the Feed the Beast team launcher stuff, like Direwolf pack and Revelations, and before that would be things like Tekkit was another. Logistics and mining and resource gathering. You can probably see the reoccurring theme of these type of games I tend to play. Right, let's get our iron ingots. Actually, might as well, we've more than 50, so we might as well use this one. Yeah, and it only uses the first 50. Or in 50s, I should say, for the fast options. Right, 75 plates. Okay, so now, what was it? We need copper to make wire to then make cables, and concrete we need 10. Alright, so there's our 10. Remind me where the copper is. It's back over the other side, actually. Yep, it's there. Do we have foundations unlocked? Oh, we do. Oh yeah, here's some of the other mod stuff. Grids with rulers and different foundations with different textures. What's this one? Upside down foundations and more. Yeah, upside down mods. And something new gets unlocked, of course. It appears with the label on it. That's the ramps. Loads of these with the different textures. Then there's the experimental one for doing things like circular placements and some presets, these two down here. So if we pick oh, do we have the normal ones unlocked actually? Okay, 11 of 6. These are all 11 of 6. No, they're not. Yeah, I don't think we technically have access to foundations yet, only for these third-party mods showing options. That'll be why we're not seeing the normal ones on the list. Player is in the way. The player doesn't want to be in the way. Yeah, we don't have enough, so that's not going to work. So we're going to have to go back over there. Is there an easy way down here? No, not really. We could probably survive the fall, but not survive running into those two below. Ah, here we go. Here's another way to get down. They know we're here. There's a little cave here too. Right, let's just run across and grab what we need from the copper. For now, at least until we get enough concrete on the go. Yeah, see, he's not clever enough to come up. They don't actually have the ability to jump. They can dash and run at you, but that's about it. Oh, yeah, here it is, just up here on this little hill. Probably should have made a miner actually. Do we have enough to make one of those benches over here? As in this bench. We do. Okay, so we could actually, instead of going around grabbing all this stuff, just start using the, is it this one? Get one of each item available on the game. Good for testing visuals of items by modders. Magic machine, fluid, solids, energy. Gives you free energy. Modded solids. Okay, so those two are kind of the same thing. Anyways, let's drop that into there. Oh, let's just get our health up for a bit. Now, drop that down there. So what'll happen is these two will mine a stack of 100. Takes about 90 seconds, I think. Yeah, 71. It's probably not even 90 seconds to get to 100, but once they fill, they will just stop mining. Oh yes, another thing that's handy if you want to do photo mode, press P and then press your middle mouse button and the HUD is taken away. Then we can either left mouse click, so that takes a photo and stores it. I think it stores it in the game folder. But if you're using something like, say, NVIDIA overlay, you can do Alt F1 as another way. Or if you're playing on the Steam version, you press, I think it's either F12 or print screen. I think Epic. Because I'm using Epic for the experimental client and Steam for the normal early access client. I can't remember what the Epic one is. But right, so these are full. Now you need to switch out of photo mode to get back to interact with those. And then click pick up, so it picks up the whole thing. Or you can just empty them and take what they have. So what I might just do is put one of them back there. Just leave it there so we can run back across when we need it. Oh, I hear him. He was waiting for me to come back. Oh, he nearly got me. Nice. Let's drop one of these down here. In fact, let's drop both of them and then we'll take one of them back and leave one. Just to get like 2 stacks for our inventory to bring back up to the hub. I can only see YouTube chat at the moment. Let me just I know there's a multi-stream option, but seldom I can see it. Just switched over to it. I don't see anything there other than that one person that said something bizarre earlier. Nice, 2 stacks already. So we'll give that a moment. Oh, excuse me. So once this one gets to 80, we'll pick it up. That'll be our third stack of limestone. Right, so take that. Right, let him run, and there's still the 3 nodes I was talking about that we're going to be tapping all of that stuff. So now we just need to get back up here. Oh, he got me. I think he was the second of the 2 that was near the cave here. I think this is a dead end. I think that might be one of those work in progress objects that doesn't actually do anything in here. Or is this the one? Oh yeah, there it is. See the crystal. Oh crap! Those are not kittens. I repeat, those are not actually kittens. No. So what? What? They look like kittens because there's a feature turned on called arachnophobia mode. So what they really look like is something else entirely. Do you know what? I'm going to turn that off because I'm not bothered. But is it user interface? Where is it? Gameplay. Ah, there it is. I want to see what they really look like. And wait till we get to the point when we run into the mama spider. It's big. It's about the size of one of the trucks in the game, or maybe a little bit bigger. But that red crystal, ever since the first release, these have been in the game, but Ada's going to scream at us to take it, and I'm going to basically tell her to feck off because they don't do anything.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
Yeah, she tells you we're lucky when we're not really. So some of the stuff here, oh, I actually haven't been up here. So these blue things, you can get mycelia from them with the chainsaw. What is this? Where is this going? Oh. I did not know about this. Interesting. Is the hub above us? I think I know where we are. Okay. That's a handy wee shortcut. And then, oh yeah, I see it on the left hand side. It's talking about the codex. Press O so you can search for things if you need to. You can also, which one is it? Is it N? Ah yes, the quick search. The quick search can also be used as a calculator. So 100, say, divided by 5 equals 20. That can be useful when you want to look at, you know, what recipes and machines say they'll do, say, so many per minute and all that. If you're trying to do a bit of math, it's handy for that stuff. Right, let's get our, so we have our 11 of 10. We need to make at least one more cable. Where is copper? Oh, grand copper. Fast wire 240 instead of 320. For the sake of doing it now, we might as well use it. We still get the difference, so when there's only one multiple of whatever the figure is, it'll only do the first 50, 80, whatever it is. Right, now make the cable we need. Make the plates. Here we go, we got our 70, 80. And just shift click these in.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building 9th Objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 5. Note, portable...
Right. Oh yes, I forgot. We also got Pack Utility Mod. If I could only pick one mod to play this game with, it would be the Pack Utility Mod. If I remember right, I think Help will give us... Yes, it will. So we can do Help and then the page number as well. So you got... This basically gives you creative mode, creative power, fly. What else can you do? You can give a certain item and a certain amount. So if I wanted to speed through the upgrades, that's how I would do it as well. That's another way of doing it. Again, if I could only pick one mod for the experimental version of the game, that's the one I would pick. So let's try and speed up this process. What do we need? Rods, cables and concrete again. Okay, so here's an example of exactly that. So what was it? Give iron rods 500. Oh sorry, it's now the mistake I made here was it should be give iron rod 500. What's our inventory space? Yeah, we're okay. So give concrete 500. Check for space. Okay. Give cable 500. Now go to the hub, click, click, and click. Wait for Ada to update.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Miner Mark 1. Building Storage Container. Hub feature additional biomass burner.
Ah yeah, that's the second burner on the hub.
Objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 6.
Right, upgrade 6 is what? It's more the same really. Okay, so let's put everything that's needed in. What is that? Iron plate. Iron plate 100. Okay, so we can leave them in there. We can come out and again we can either go get the stuff or we can just do this. And for now I just want to get the basic stuff out of the way, so let's do exactly that. Like this is nothing compared to the effort we'll have to put in later, so hence why I'm just doing it this way.
You have unlocked Building
Space elevator.
The motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of additional knowledge, the hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure.
Yeah, so these are the vanilla milestones, and the mods I added. Some of them add additional
should be aimed at
100 plus.
the space elevator, and as such,
yeah. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Right. What's the next? Early map. Yes, I do want that. There's no cost for it, so you just do that. Oh, there is a timer on it though. Right, what else have we got in here in tiers? Ah yeah, here we go, here's the 100 milestones. What is this? Patron card is used for patron priority access. Place this item in your hand and left click to enter your patron code. Huh. We would not be as motivated as much as we are without you. Oh, I think this is a thank you feature. We'll look into that later. So right, here we go. The new milestones. So we can see now we can't really do that until the pod returns anyway, and then the slots will open up here. So it needs loads more of this stuff. Okay, so while that's doing that, let's use the let's use the fast options to just free up some space in our inventory. Now we can expand our inventory by doing more of these tasks and whatnot. Actually, let's just use that one. Power shards. Yeah, no, we definitely can't make those. Yeah, so there is a penalty for using fast versus the normal. Oh, I did not know about that one. You can make 4 using that, so I'm going to make 2.
Data on the hard drive has been salvaged and can be repurposed to unlock
can
an
we make the
alternate recipe.
MAM?
Salvaging more hard drives
No,
will
but we-
provide additional alternate recipes.
Where is the MAM? What was it? Oh, for, yeah. MAM. No. What was it called? No, these look like these are just recipes and not the other stuff. Hands. Okay, so this seems to track the stuff we do. Exploration hard drive, yep. I think there is a... Oh, which one was it? Was it T? No, no, that T is the emotes.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Right, okay, so let's throw all of this in. As I said, we want to get past the low-level stuff, so what do we need? We need concrete. Iron plate. Not quite, but we're getting there. Give iron plate. 1, 2, 3. Give iron rod. 5,000. Now, the reason it didn't is because we don't have the space. It's okay, keep going. Now, we could actually just throw everything in there and then do it this way. Iron rod. 1,000. Copper wire. 5,000. Oh, there's multiple. Wait a minute, is it called that copper wire or is it just called wire? Give wire. Yeah. give wire. What do we need now? There we go. Upgrade. 5 minutes. What are we going to be doing next? Skipping that one. So now we've this tier 0 done. Moving on to tier 1. So that's vanilla. These are not vanilla. These are all new. There's more turbines. Yeah. Pretty much all of this is all mods. Field research. This is probably the... Oh yeah, there's the MAM. That's what we were looking for. So we're definitely doing that one next. Give screw 500. Give iron plate 200. Give wire 500. Now we just have to wait for the counter. I should probably also mention, if you're looking at this for the first time, the hub can actually be torn down. Press F and it will tear the whole thing down. It's giving us a preview of everything that's going to get torn down, including what's the contents of that crate. But if you don't have enough space in your inventory, the surplus will end up in a container on the ground. That's basically what happens with that. T-minus 3 minutes. What we could do while we're waiting is make more of those mining modules if we have the bits and pieces on us. Probably need to pull, actually there's one. Screws out of that. Do. Yeah, we can't afford that. Now, again, we could just give ourselves the parts and get that over back here early if we wanted to. These are relatively cheap to make anyway, so might as well just... We're going to need to make probably about 10 or so of these anyway to then put down the empty hands. What is that? That is... What on earth is empty hands and empty hands hood? I'm not sure why that number is so high. Don't know, I'll have to look into that. I can't remember what that one was meant to be. Less than a minute and a half to go. Not sure whether we have enough actually to... Constructors... Yeah, so we don't even have the reinforced plates yet. So we do have enough with the we do have access to the Mark 1 miner, the storage, and the Mark 1 logistic belts, which is in here. Yeah, sorry, it's that one there. Actually, it's the vanilla one. That one there is the equivalent of the cord, I think, as well. Not sure what the difference between those two is, but smart splitter, programmable splitter. What I don't see there is the normal splitter and mergers, but that's probably because we haven't unlocked it. There's the normal biomass burner, so we'll have to make the reinforced plates manually to build those. Right, so put those in and punch it, Chewy.
Milestone
Right, another
reached.
3
the molecular
minutes.
analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner.
Yeah, so she's
and
just
beacons.
so she's giving us an extra slot here.
Note, the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
Where is the normal foundations? Don't think we've unlocked them yet. No, it doesn't look like it. For now, we could just use these ones. Like I was saying, I wanted to get the initial platform built and set up, but high up enough that it's not going to conflict with anything down there that needs to get placed. Yeah, I'm trying to kind of edge this so that I can then level out the rest of the land behind it. Held down control just to try and align it to the nearest grid line, but so that's what was happening. The arrow is pointing the wrong way, and then if we press, is it or? Oh no, wait a minute. Build, snap to guidelines, rotate, build menu. Looks like we don't have zoom mode in this. Or if we do, it's not available yet. That might explain a lot. Just going to add this to my hotbar, so put that into number 9. It's also possible that one of the mods is blocking zoop. Two obvious ones would be area actions and smart, that used to be known as Smart Factory. So we have enough concrete on us to keep doing this. I want to get enough done that I can actually move the hub. And I want to connect over to there, over to where the copper is. Well, not on top of it, of course, because obviously that's going to be its own factory. Don't think I actually enabled area actions mod, because I knew I was putting the Smart Factory one on, so I... Okay, that's number 9 again. Oh yes, on the legend at the bottom of the screen you'll see quick switch E. So if I look with this active in my hand and press E, or hold down E even, I can do a quick, it's like a comma rows menu where I can quickly pick which one I want. That's the one we're using. That's an upside down foundation of glass. Our normal glass one. Probably haven't unlocked whatever is needed for it. But anyways, there's that one for now. The trees we would cut out of the way once we have chainsaw. There is a command for one of the mods that was added for removing trees and rocks that would probably clear all of this. But since we want to use it all for fuel, we don't, you know, if you're not going to use the what I call the creative power sources early on, just gather as much by hand and then get the chainsaw. Now if we had the chainsaw, we wouldn't need to just click on the leaves. What we would do is we'd actually cut the tree with a radius around it and it picks up everything. Not ideal sometimes, but I think we can actually demolish this now. Yeah, see, there's the crate. Right, so let's pick a point. See, there's the iron down now. Now, what we could do, is there any ramps in this that look similar? That's a glass ramp. I'm looking for one similar to the texture we're already using. Doesn't seem to be. Guess we could try that one for now. Now to continue the ramp, because we don't have Zoop where we can auto it, and we're not using the vanilla parts, we can't actually just click and then do a row. Oh yeah. I'm just recording a kind of getting started type of thing on experimental with a couple of mods. Yeah, well no, it's a different, it's a local play session as opposed to the server, because you can't put mods on a dedicated server yet. Yeah, I am at the moment. How are you getting on? Oh yeah, yeah. Because anyone watching this now can only hear me anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, yeah, that's easy to get to the biofuel. I was just talking about that actually a few minutes ago. So yeah, the quicker you get to the solid biofuel, the better the more efficient your biofuel burners are. You'll build about 9 to 12 of those initially, and then, as I said, like what I had done, if you set up some storage and constructors and just have them feed into storage into constructors with the different recipes for the biomass, and then the biomass into the solid biofuel, all you have to do is chuck stuff into the container and it does it for you. Yeah. There's actually, funny enough, one of the mods I've installed on here for this play session is belted biomass burner, where you can actually yeah, so you can have it go from the constructor into the actual burner itself. Yeah, now I haven't tested it yet, so I don't know exactly how it looks or how it works. Yeah. Take you a few hours probably to get to the stage where you have enough power to then get all the stuff going. that 4 plus the 2 on the hub? Right, so the 2 in the hub only give a max of 20 megawatts each, versus the ones you build give 30 each. So as long as you do your math on the number of constructors you have and the amount of power that they normally pull, then yeah, you should be fine initially. Like, that'll probably cover, I don't know, it might cover, what was it, 6? I'm trying to think what the what's the requirements for the constructor. Oh yeah, they only use 4 megawatts. So you could, what's that? So the 2 burners on the hub itself could operate 10 of those easily if that's all you have on that circuit, for example. It's not a bad idea to have separate circuits either as well, just in case you want to. It doesn't have to. You could, yeah, you could have everything just everything's power daisy chained, whatever. It just, you'll get to a point where your demand from your machines is more than what you're producing, and then you'll hear a sound like a fuse board tripping, and then that's why I tend to try and have a surplus of power before I expand too much too quickly. And that's why I then was racing to get to cold power when I was playing on vanilla. But I've added some cool multiplayer stuff on to this one for like the extra 100 plus milestones, and a lot of these mods are done by the same guy. I think it's a Spanish guy, but they're all designed around either quick starts or multiplayer features and early access to some things, but then there's a balance of what the cost is, either materials or power is quadrupled, or there's a few then that are kind of Factorio inspired, like the floor holes and ceiling splitter mergers and the underground belts. I've added quite a bit of the cosmetic ones as well, like for different textures on foundations and ramps and different objects you can just place just to make it look like a construction site. There's even one for getting rid of the big manta that flies in the sky. Yeah, someone created one where it's to do with collision detection, I think it is, where if he goes to collide into a big structure that you've built, I think it either makes him disappear or teleports him somewhere else. Or despawns him, one or the other. Can't remember which. Just setting up my first main floor here now. I'm still in the same area as we were playing on the server, but so this time I'm going to try and do a proper main bus. Just funnel everything into it. Yeah. There's a lad on YouTube called Scali, S-C-A-L-I, I think it is, and he does a lot of compact builds that are vertical. He's quite good at that stuff. I was watching Neil House and Total Chaos as well. Yeah, because I think he also did that other game we were playing, Dyson. Yeah, Dyson Chop. Mm. Right, I need to set up some miners. Let's try this biomass belted burner now and see how it works. Yeah, you could do it that way, or just gather bushes instead. That's a good question. I think up until update 5, the bushes, pretty much nothing respawned. But I do know things like the berries and stuff, nuts, I think they seem to respawn once you're not in the area. Yeah, I did add a farming mod, the new one actually, to this. So I believe either it or there's a secondary one that actually lets you plant trees, and then you can automate the farming of those into a belt, and then obviously into a constructor, and then ultimately into the burner. I think wood gives a higher output than leaves do. Yeah, it's more dense, is right. But I haven't looked at the numbers, so I can't say for sure. That's why you usually need 2 or more constructors to do those biomass recipes, or for each item that creates biomass. So it's not limited to wood and leaves. You can use the alien carcass and the carcass from the dogs. Once you've done all the MAM research that requires those elements, I tend to keep them early on, put them into the container next to in the hub, so that once I have the MAM set up, I can then focus on getting all the unlocks, because the quicker you do that, the quicker you get more slots on your character for actions and for food. And one of the mods I added on here actually gives you an extra 3 hand slots, because the developers, even though they call it hands with an S slot, they only give you 1 when there should be 2 at the start. So yeah, bit of an oversight that. Building my MAM now. Oh, reinforced plates. I don't have those. I added a novelty item type of thing called the slot machine. It's supposed to give coupons. Oh no, wait, I think I have to put coupons into it. That could be what it is. I'd have to make the awesome sync for that and the shop. I need loads of miners. Well, you start off with a limit on the first power pole of 4 connections. So you always want to leave the 4th one free, at least, if you can. Or what you do is you put at least 2 to 3 connected and then connect your machines to those if need be. It just depends on how you're laying stuff out. Like, you can, obviously the first connection will be from the power source, and then just daisy chain them and then connect what you need then to the machines. You can always put down more anyway, once there's a free slot on the last one. Right, MAM. Just looking at the 100 plus milestones mode stuff in the MAM, and some of these recipes have like 5,000 of an item. So this is why you get great longevity out of this game. Had a few run-ins with the dogs as well. They nearly killed me. Yeah, so those ones, there's 3 tiers of those. There's the one you meet early on, which is like yellow fire that only it spits in a line in a single one. Then there's a green one that splits into multiple directions, I think it is. And then there's the red one that it's like a homing target on you, with I think it's 3 as well, but they're red fireballs. They tend to not miss, but yeah, jumping around and having the better Xeno Zapper, the one the big long one, that, and then there's the projectile gun you can create that you feed ammo from iron bars into it, and it's like a bolt action single shot that helps at a distance. Once you learn how the drop, I think there is a bit of a drop rate on it when you're shooting from a distance, but once you get used to it, it helps deal with them. Another mod I put on here was a health bar for the enemies. That way you can actually see, are you doing damage and how damaged they are. It's a quicker way of dealing with them. Right, so now we're, yeah, that's my friend, NetMonkey on Discord with me. He's playing vanilla early access client, trying to learn how it all works. So sometimes I'll be talking to him, giving him help, explaining stuff to him. So we're just going to try and get this up and running. Just need enough concrete. I want to make a floor under this so I can then put storage next to it to create a buffer. You won't see many on the YouTube video tutorials that they do using buffers from miners and stuff like that, or in between different phases of a production line. Usually because they're doing the whole ratio thing and they're trying to do, like, would it be 2 to 1 or 2 to 3 and 3 to 2, from say smelters to constructors and constructors down to more constructors or whatever. I tend to do this early on because when you have got Mark 1 miners, for example, they only can do at a certain rate, and then of course if the node quality is not pure, if it's, you know, normal or impure, you're getting less. So it's more about having that bulk ready to go to push it into the machines that need that 240 or whatever it happens to be a minute. Particularly when you get the coal generator power plant setups, it's good to have that early. Have it just sitting there while you're building the coal power plant itself. That way you're not waiting long for it to fill up. And even if something happens whereby, I don't know, runs out of water or something, that things don't get used up, especially if you're splitting the line to go into, say, coal and iron to be turned into steel. Right, now where is I'm looking for fast concrete. Will give me 60. That'll give me 60. Yeah, let's just do it. I haven't seen any alternative recipes for limestone as of yet, or even concrete, so it's usually just one, and that's it, nothing else to it. Actually, I probably should have picked these up. So I think I'm going to put the platform here. So, okay, so I can't see. I can see the arrow, but I can't see because I'm so low down. I can't actually see where it's. If you wanted to box this in, for example, kind of be trial and error to figure out where things are sitting. Oh, actually, that looks like we can get that one down. So you take that one out. This won't be aligned to that, but there is a way to do it. So, for example, if I do this, and then just as I put it down, press Control, and let it snap to a point. Even if it's not at the right height, just let it snap to it. Now, put one on top of that, and build back like this. So now, one of the new things actually with update 5 is clipping is allowed. We could change these to be deeper, but it doesn't really matter. You can put a wall to box it off if you want. So if we then do this, go back to production, take that. Now, see, we can do something nice, and now sometimes when you rotate, you'll notice that it doesn't. It's not flat to the foundation. It's something to do with the rocks are making it rise up. So you could just rotate until you get it as flat as it'll go, like that, for example. Now, as I said, I'm going to put down a container now. Do organization, container, flip it around, stick it down. Now, number 3, and then do this. Now, if you're someone who's OCD, as many are, playing, or at least you become OCD when you play this game, you can use the middle mouse button to make it pivot, like I just did, to make it nice and, what's the word, symmetrical. And then do that. Early on, it doesn't mean much of anything. So our MAM is actually now complete and waiting for us to go up and acknowledge what it's done. I think there's a mod where you can actually have a remote MAM console as well as the hub. So the hub one, for example, let's just test, can we do it remotely? See, can we actually access it? Oh yeah, there it is. Let's just stick this down here. Yeah, so we can see the hub, but can we... Basic buildable resource nodes. Okay, so you can. Didn't realize. Oh yes, I suspect if we try to put down impure or normal, it'll switch them to pure. But well, let me just look at tier 2 here. Jump pads, logistics 2. That'll be one we'll want to work to. If I select that, will it update? Yeah, it did update. And we can place stuff into it. Good to know. Leave that there for now. Right. Right, quick bio break. Be right back. Right, we are back. Let's turn that off. I still haven't figured out a way to change that intermission text. So we'll switch back to live view. Right, yes, so what we were doing was we were setting up our first miner to go into buffer into a storage container. Then we need to set up some power. Remote hub terminal, we don't need that there anymore, so let's just do this for now. Could just set up some constructors to make us some concrete while we're doing other stuff. Yeah, we've ran out already. Let's see, where are we going to put this? Yeah, we need to make our way back up there anyway to hook up the power. Can be a good habit to get into the habit of when you're leaving the hub area to just run power lines away from it, so that you can easily and quickly hook up to them if you're building something remotely. Like, right, so we haven't turned on the burners yet anyway, so we're just going to temporarily use the ones that are built into the hub. Just these two. Which reminds me, we need to put the solid biofuel in. There's some. Actually, there's 2 full stacks. Give me those. We're going to automate that stuff as well. I tend to do that as quickly as I can. So at the moment, what was it, 4 megawatts? I need to give 20. So with that said, let's set up a power line. Don't touch that one yet because we don't need to. Are we missing concrete? The thing that we're actually trying to power to make. There we go. Do the 80 and then do what's left over manually. Right, now we've enough. Let's get that power pole set up, and what I probably should have done was, yeah, that. Right, it'll be somewhere over here. Just keep going until we hit the max distance. It's about there. Right. Ah, there's the pole we were looking for. Right, so that should get that going. Yeah, there it is. What's the power on the constructors? It's 4 as well, I think. Actually, are they the same? No, it's 5 and 4. Right. So we should have enough power to put down. What would it be? 3 is 12 and 5 is 17. So yeah, we have enough power coming off this. Oh yes, here's our what do we call these? Display labels for containers. So you can see what the item is, and then you can see what percentage and the count. So this obviously type of container only does 2400, but that's fine. Off it goes. So while that's building up, we are going to stick down some more of these. get our constructors up and running. Do we have splitters yet? Usually at this point we don't, but because of these other mods we've added in, we actually do. 18 meters, 12 meters, 10 meters, 6. What does that look like? Ah, so it's like a pre-connected splitters. So where do you feed it? Ah, okay. So you feed that one. Ah, yes. I see how this could work. So you could use this for a manifold coming off a bus line, or just as a manifold where you put 2 constructors each side of it. That'd be one way of looking at it. So I'll say something like, now we obviously don't have enough conveyors. Oh, what happened now? Ah, is it slowing down? Not sure why. Anyway, yeah, normally you wouldn't have these anyway, so bigger the constructors. So there's 3 foundations wide, and that's centered. Yeah, that's probably too close. Yeah, you'd want the constructor to be somewhere around here. Well, maybe it does have enough space. That works. Ah, right, I just noticed something. There wouldn't be enough space between those. You'd have to go every second one, which is fine, because we're going to take this down anyway. Let's see. Show me that again. Logistics 6. There we go. Alright, can we get this to line up with the first one? Probably won't, because we don't have enough foundations down to actually move forward. So let's just fix that problem now. And we're already out of it. I just use the fast craft on this, since there's plenty going into that. Is it down the bottom? Right, now try placing it. No, wrong one. Logistics, and then multi-splitter 6. Pivot it around. Keep moving. Yeah, there we go. I think that's just a line. Is that a line to the first one, or is that a line to the second one? And move it over, over, over. Let's see now. How does that look? That looks like it's. Yep. I think it looks like it has aligned. So we want. Hold on, is that constructor the right way around? I think it is. Yeah, in. Click, click. So now rinse and repeat. Production, constructor. It doesn't always have to be, you know, aligned, so to speak. Obviously, this is forcing us to go left and right, or I mean, skip every second one. So there's 4 at, what did we say, 5 was it? 5 megawatts. So these are going to make the concrete. You can do copy. Now, I kind of find that useless because it's just as quick to go down and pick on it. Hit paste there anyway for now. Oh, actually, there's Control V to paste. And that do this. E and Control V. Don't know why it doesn't seem to work the first time I press it, but anyway. Just get these 4 on the go. As long as we have these all facing the correct ways, these 4 will produce the concrete for us. Now all we have to do... now, what you could do here is you could break the line going into this storage and just have it go straight into this. I am going to tear that down and put it as close to this as I can. Let's see, organization, storage, have the green face in it. That's it. Now, take that belt, stick it in there. Is this running out of power? No. It's like it can't keep up. Oh, the internal buffer is filling up so fast, and it's not, and the belt is so slow. Yeah, that'll be what that problem is. This is where upgrading your conveyor belts as quickly as possible becomes a thing. So now we can pick that up, put it down flat. Well, sometimes when I'm trying to place, it's not necessarily aligned the way I thought it was, and then I have to take it down and place it down. Oh, yeah, so that usually means the ground isn't actually flat or even. But is it like on the, when you try to place it, does it go from, does it look red, for example, or is, yeah, so it usually means there's a part of the platform that's probably not covering all of the underneath, if you know what I mean. Like, you probably need to place at least another maybe 2 foundations for it to allow you'd yeah, no, I get that, but I'm just saying, like, if the edge, let's say there's an outer edge of the platform you've just built, and that 13 constructor you're trying to put down is basically telling you to feck off, and it's shown as red, it usually means that there's either something obstructing it, or there's a foundation missing. Like, there's not enough of a floor. Like, is it blatantly being silly, or is it just might just be that. Could be that too, actually. I have heard of things like where if you place too many too quick, it can be there can be a visual glitch sometimes too. Okay. Maybe it wasn't properly aligned, because the other way they can rotate sometimes when you're placing them. Yeah, you'll need to make the copper sheets for the piping. Okay, that key binding is going to conflict with my Discord binding for muting. Okay, good to know it's here though. Right, what was I doing? Yeah, we wanted to get this up and running quickly. So as this is now backed up, the container will now fill up. We don't have power set up for all this, so that's why it's looking so sparse. Alright, so they're all connected. Don't get too hung up on niceties. You're going to be tearing all this stuff down anyway. Right, so now I calculate it right. If it's 5 and 4 fours, should have just about have enough power. Get this started. There they go. Now, next. Okay, what just happened? So what's likely happened here is the 4x4 is 16, not 12. So that's plus 5 is 21, which is more than what the burner is. So it's, yeah, I miscalculated that one. But anyway, we want to get a quick way of getting back up there. So let's set up a ramp. Yeah, this one. Yeah, so then I usually have to do something like this to get it to align and come down. But we can take out the bottom ones afterwards. Most of this is just going to be temporary anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And we've run out of materials. Brilliant. So what you could do is break the line here. Go to the pole. Pull the breaker. That'll get them back up and running. Pull all of that out. Go back to our... We put down a new bench. No, we didn't. Nice, let's put a bench down. Cool. Now another way of doing the same thing for getting back up there, and I don't know if we have it unlocked yet. There's a stacker that's like a ladder for conveyors with a ladder on the side of each side of it. Okay. This is not necessarily going to work the way I want it to, but we'll give it a go. Again, all of this is temporary. Depends on what stage you're at, whether you need the materials or the next stuff unlocked. Like if you want coal power, for example, you will need to start focusing on it, but I think you're too early days for to be worrying having to do that yet. Obviously plan for it, like where you can put it, but or look at the recipe and see like how much stuff it's actually asking for example. Oh yeah, of course. Well, Nick. Why is this not aligned? Fucking hell. Right, I have more visitors on Discord, so I was trying to get my toggle mute button working. Right, yes, so we ran out of power as you saw there. So we knocked this one on, linked it up, now we're doing 40 megawatts. So we now need to go back and reconnect the power line. We set up a temporary ramp for access just from here down to there. We will redo all of that better later. Because I want to get automation set up for the solid biofuel. And we also need to set up storage for the output of all 4 of these. So, considerations. We have covered lifts already. Now, normally you wouldn't have the equivalent of lifts at all until, I don't know, was it tier 3 or something? So I'm thinking we'll send these to output somewhere else, maybe up above. Hold on, let's have a look at the walls. Glass wall. How thick is the glass wall? Alright, no, that's okay. Glass wall there for now. That's going to clip because over the pole. That is fine. We don't really care about that anyway. So this will just act as a guide for where the next floor is going to be. That's really the only purpose of this. Right, now go to foundations. Do we have any glass in here at all? Oh yeah, we do, we have that one. Will this work? Yeah, so because it allows us to do, what did he call it, a soft clipping or something. There are some you can't do this with anyway, but right. Now we just need to get up there. It's a dirty way of doing it, but sure, hey, it gets the job done. This is just to get me up there so I can see how I'm going to play. Okay, so it looks like there's no glass on the top part of it. We are actually walking on the top part as if there was glass. Not sure. Anyways, so next thing we're going to do is logistics. Splitter triple. No, don't want any of that. So it is going to be, oh, excuse me, covered lift. If I can get these to connect from up here. So these are all going to connect to a storage unit. Oh, okay, so that's further over than I thought it was. It's fine, we'll just go in here and do it. Nice. building a temporary way of getting up, down. Yeah, I know it looks a bit ridiculous, but hey, as the phrase goes, zero shit's given. Right, So what we would really need here is some sort of a floor too steep, and we don't have enough plates. Right, well, let's go down to the bench. Yeah, we're going to need some iron. We've got a visitor. Come here. You said you wanted a hug. Right. That's probably enough for now. Yeah, we can fix that. Is this one? Take the plates. Now, what are we looking for? We are looking for, do we have any kind of mergers? Splitter. Oh, hold on, here's some mergers here. Horizontal merger 7x1. Splits conveyor belts. What does that look like? Oh, I see. Horizontal merger. So where's the out? Okay, it's the one that's facing me. Let me think about this. So if everything is in except for the one that's facing me, then we can put the container. Actually, come back this way a bit. Where is... yeah, it's just there, so why not put that there? Now, don't know if we have enough. Probably don't, but anyway. That's going to go in there. But this is the... oh, hold on. No, wait a minute. No. I just realized what we've done wrong. I thought it was only a single output. These outputs are the inputs. Okay, that's out. That's in. That's in. Oh yeah, they are all in. That's fine. It's just the normal way they're marked makes them look like they're outputs, not inputs. So that's why I thought I had to redo it. Right, so where's our container? Can't afford. Can't afford. I thought we... Right, let's see if that's enough. And we can't afford that. Wow. Right, that should give us a few. There we go. Right. Obviously this is going to be slow as hell. But yeah, at least it'll get stored in there and that'll get filled up while I'm doing other stuff. And the other stuff we need to do is related to automating the belted bio burner. So that's what we'll be collecting all this stuff for. And we'll need to look at the farming mod to see how the farming of leaves and wood is done. But for now, so we're going to keep this initial space here for things like the awesome sink and whatnot and shop. For the bio burners though, I think I'll set them up here at the back. So we'll put one down and we'll see what it looks like. So B-U-R-N belted, yes. Okay, so there's that's what it'll look like. Out of plates again. Right, let's go grab some iron. See you there. Right, that's one less person in my ear. There's the iron. So I really want to get all of those set up with miners and stuff, but we need enough power before we do any of that. One thing you could do actually early on, since we can aim that far, is production. No, we're missing 8. No, it's not going to work. I thought I was going to bring some up here to me without having to go down. I mean, yeah, I could if I break down that, and if we break down that, it'll give us a few. I think. Did that give us enough? No, it didn't. Ah, that's weird. Didn't give us back as much as I thought it would. I don't think it gave us iron plates back. Right, let's just go over to the nodes that are nearest us here. Grab some. We can put down the 3 portable miners and get 300 or whatever out of it. Ah, here we go. There is no wrong menu. This one. Right, while they're doing that, we're going to do the manual bit. Actually, why am I even doing this? Hold on, hold on. Just remembered something. Why? I thought we were supposed to be using the mods because I just realized, yeah, we are, and I haven't put them down. Where is it? Where's the one that's the 1 hour cheat bus thing? Yeah, here we go. Let's just plop this puppy down and get what we want out of it. How does this work? Or does it even work? Oh, okay. Don't know why it doesn't work. But anyway. I think we have another one actually we can hook up that'll do what we want. What would we want for that? We'd want a splitter. Oh, have we just found a new bug? My action bar is not responding, so we might have to go back to the menu and come back in. Let's just do that quickly. I think we might have broken it with that thing we just put down. Continue. Oh, that's not good. Intermission while we get this back up and running. Oh, it says mod updates available actually on the Satisfactory mod manager. Stand by for action. Right, I'm just going to click update and see. Longer beams has updated. Okay, let's update that one. And launch. One of the nice features of the Satisfactory mod manager is you can export the profile and then share it with the other people. If you're going to do the multiplayer co-op that's built in, just share that file, the download link for the mod manager and the exported profile, have them loaded, and yeah, as long as they have the experimental build installed and it's pointing to that, it'll automatically install all of those mods that you're using to their client. Here's hoping it doesn't crash again. And it bombed. What is doing it this time? I might just disable that long beams one, although I don't suspect it's the problem at all. Let's have a look. Unhandled exception. Sometimes you can figure out which mod it is depending on, what does that say, begin play. It's just having an error reading a particular address in memory, I think it is. Don't specifically see anything referenced, but right, give me 1 second to find that particular one that updated. As I said, I don't think the problem is actually related to it, but for the sake of just ruling things out, it's going to move that one. Oh yes, and the one that we tried to put down, what was that under? Is it a quick start or something? I wouldn't remove that since it doesn't actually do anything. It's probably not been updated, even though it says it's compatible on the compatible list. Or maybe it just conflicts with something else. Just looking through the list now, see if I can find it. So far, I cannot see it. Oh yeah, Fix It Farming is the name of the new farming mod. I think it's by the same guy actually who did the original farming one. Initial bus quick start. Ah yeah, there it is. Okay, let's disable that. And close it out sending and then launch. Right, we're back up. Let's see, will it load without crashing? So that was is that the most recent one that crashed? We could go back a couple of minutes before it. Yeah, maybe do that. Just see if it behaves. Nope, it went. It went again. Okay, what about this time? Is it the same? Is it the same error? It is. Same error, but we've disabled 2. So now that tells me it might be the save itself. This is where it becomes a pain in the arse to figure out what's causing the problem versus starting over. In most cases, it can be quicker to just start over, considering we're using mods, so that we could actually get back up to speed fairly quickly. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, well, we didn't do that much, so we might as well. This is what you sign up for when you start using mods. For the most part, I've never really had to do this before, but it is what it is. What we might do is edit this afterwards and just cut out the first 2 hours 49 minutes and then have this be the start. Right, hello and welcome to our take 2 on experimental build update 5. 92 mods loaded. I disabled 2 already. It looks like our save is corrupted in some way because it crashed, so we can't get back into it. So we're going to do a new game. What we call this U5 mod local, and then what date is today? Is the 23rd Jan. Skip intro and start. Yay, so the pack utility mod, we're going to use it to get us up to speed fairly quickly. Because who wants to wait around? Here is usually where we build our platform. Yeah, some of the mod stuff is tier 0, so that's why you're seeing those pop-ups. It is trying to do all the unlocks for tier 0 because I clicked the button to skip them. Right, are we up high enough, I wonder, to start here, or do we want to start over that side? No, do you know what? We'll do it here. So, first things first, the hub. Temporary put it down. Then we're going to get some concrete to get a floor done, up and running quickly. Right, where are we? Yeah, so all this is done. Early map is not done. There's the milestones, we'll come back to them. Research. Where is foundations? Obstacle clearing. Source sink. Elevator Mark 1. Yes, I'm curious to see how they work. Oh, that's interesting. Right, let's get ourselves what we need to get up and running quickly. First things first, get that into the hand. Right, pack mod. So it's give iron plate 1000. Give concrete and give iron rod 500. Oh yes, we need to do wire and cables as well. So go down to our foundations. There was one upside down glass. It's not ideal, but anyway. Okay, so I'm trying to get this to snap to the wall grid. So it does look actually like it's upside down. Only reason why I'm doing this is because I want something transparent. This time, as I said, this is take 2 because of what happened to our save, so I'm going to start flying through stuff to just get the initial stuff unlocked and get a floor and a main bus going, and yeah, it won't be slowing down for anyone or anything, I should say. Can't seem to do multiple placements. Now this button seems to rotate as opposed to I thought it was shift. Oh, hold on, there we go. Let's hold down shift once you have the right
Milestone
direction.
exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
That's Ada telling me that the drop pod is back. Oh yeah, I should have looked into this earlier. So it's pointed in the right direction, hold down shift and then scroll forward. Just look at that. Right, let's move the hub. Before we put it back down, let us finish the floor here. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Where are we going to put the ramp? ramp I'm referring to is the ramp. It's where I change the edge. Have a try and have a ramp down. It follows the lay of the land for where I'm not putting flat foundations. Yeah. That's relatively where it could come up. As I said, visually it looks like we're standing on the glass on the bottom part of the foundation, but in reality we're not. We're actually standing on this part, this level. You just can't see it because no matter what way you look down at your feet, yeah, see, you can kind of see it there, the way I'm standing on the edge. It's like I'm floating on top of it, but you can hear us walking on it. So now that we've done that, we'll take limestone for concrete for that one. The 3 iron nodes. So we might as well finish the floor. We'll go back to the hub now in a second and start doing the rest of the upgrades. Wait a minute, that's not glass. What happened to the glass? Where is the glass? That one. And we put it in the wrong place. Control after F to do that. Then Shift. We can quickly get rid of a lot of this. It's 9 this time. Right. It's directly below us, so we could probably take these ones out. Do we have what we need to place it even? Let me have a quick look. Have we even unlocked it? Oh, we do. And we do have enough, actually. Right. Logistics, covered team of up, covered lift, and bring it up. Now, storage. It's just to create a buffer while we're building out the rest. Oh, okay. So to fix that, turn around, delete, go back to the lift. Click, bring it up a bit further. Now what's wrong? Too steep. What do you mean too steep? How is that? Okay, another way to deal with this. Not sure what. Not sure why it's showing that much. Which is a bit odd, but anyway. I could, now that we moved that back actually a bit, could just take it out, take that out, and then try connecting it as one piece. I know it's not properly aligned because of something to do with the floor on versus how far out it is, but anyway, right now we don't particularly care. Did we put the hub back down? No, we didn't actually. What's the hub hidden off of? Must be the 3. Right, that's down. Fuel, which we haven't made yet, but we will. Okay, that gives us enough space to get this started. So I reckon maybe the middle here, put that splitter, special one. Which one was it? 6. So 6 is the smallest one. Just turn it around until we get that. Yeah, there it is. Right, get the constructor set up. There's one. Not enough room for that one. Keep moving on to the next one. Let's try and get them to align with each other. Yep, and that's 2 there. Now, there's nothing stopping you from just nudging it over a bit. If there was enough clearance. Actually, that looks way too close, doesn't it? But I suppose for the ones that need to... Yeah, that works. There's 3 on that side. Can't afford. Right, give cable 500. First plate. Okay, we're out of that. In first plate. Huh. Oh, no, that's not the right one. That would be the right one. Do we want to move this over? Might as well. And 4. Nice. We've got 4 on each side. Should probably set up the burners, and we will need to make a chainsaw to get rid of that 3. So let me think, where is that kept? No, that's not it. No, I think do we have to unlock it? Oh, it is there. Right, we have it. Right, we need some boxes. Free up some space. Actually, let me check the hub and see what we need. Tier 1 logistics select 300. Okay, yeah, that is doable. Give wire 300. So this is the bit I said I was going to probably race through just to get back to where we were at least.
Milestone reached. Conveyor the product.
Yeah, looks like we haven't unlocked it yet. Need to wait for that timer to finish. In the meantime, get out of it. Another cool thing you can do is, these are splitters, right? So they're splitting the ore, the limestone. But you could have them feed back along the top of this using mergers to then feed into storage. Really don't like the way this is laid out, but anyway. Do we even have a merger? So we used a 6 splitter. Multi-merger 6. Oh, okay. Okay, let's have a look at this. Yes, it does. That's handy. Because all we really need to do now... Now, we could try doing it... Oh, it does. It does actually line up. Not all of them, though. That one does. I was going to use, say, a conveyor lift to bring them all, like, up and turn to the right and then have them feed in. So, for example, let me see. This. And make it turn. And click, and then click like that. Kinda looks nicer as well. Click. It. And I don't know how that one's going to connect, because maybe the opposite side, or put a lift on it. There is always that. That works. We get that in. Can, but let's try and make it look similar. It's all a bit wacky. So what that'll do then is it'll feed everything so that it comes out of here. Right, let's set up the power poles. Just setting up in pairs and then linking them to the next pair and then to the line. That's all I'm doing. See, I want to get to the likes of coal power early, but I think before then, oh excuse me, I think we have the mod for turbines that we can probably use earlier. So this these two will give us 40. Right, let's kick off the next one while we're... What do we have to put into that? 5,000 or something. No, we leave that one. Do we even need that one yet? Field research. Yes. Screws.
Milestone
Off it
reached.
goes.
The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, to ensure note. The object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
Yep, it does. There's another bit that you want to kind of get done as soon as you can. Let me see, so ignore these ones. So we haven't unlocked or triggered these ones yet, by the looks of things. But we do have the ability to craft 100 each, so we're going to do 2. That's it. So we just want to get the first
Data
2
on the hard drive has been
alternate
salvaged
recipes.
and can be repurposed to unlock an alternate recipe. Salvaging more hard drives will provide additional alternate recipes.
So while that's doing that, we're going to drop that in there for safekeeping. Pod hasn't come back yet. Right, power, biomass. Need an early power storage mod as well. Oh, there's an interesting thing I didn't know we had from the power control room. Generates 750 megawatts for 15 minutes and turns into scrap. Huh. Ooh, this looks cool. Oh, that's nice. A sensor switch for night versus day. That'd be cool for auto turning on the lights, but I think some of the lights we have on this modded are have that feature on them as well. A lot of decoration stuff as well we've added. There should be a porta potty in here as well, I think I saw. Kind of look too small as well. I think it's about 70% too small. Yeah, it's very claustrophobic. Looks like the timer finished. Okay, what else have we got? I kind of want to do the generic stuff, but logistics base building. Oh yes, definitely need to do that. 2 minutes on that one.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
Right, I'm going to leave it there for now because I need to take a break anyway. We will be back for episode 2. Bye for now.